After we had caught the nigga for the 7 pounds, I wound up buying a truck with the money. I bought a Yukon Denali. It was old, but it was hooked up. It had rims and system in it. So I was still on parole when I came home, and at the time this is going on. So my son June called me and asked me, can he hold a car to go out? I tell him to come to my crib to get the keys. So when he get to my crib, I give him the keys, he go out. He wound up calling me later on in the night and telling me he got jumped. He had went out with a promoter, and the promoter had some friends from his hood come out, and the friends from the promoter hood wound up jumping my son June in the club. So June bring back the car the next day. When he come upstairs to bring me the key, he explained to me what had happened in the club. So he also tell me that the promoter just had all of them in a group chat, and the promoter told him he had 20 pounds. So June knew where the nigga lived, so we was planning on catching the nigga for the 20 pounds. So I get dressed, I go to Harlem, I go get my son Pretty, and June called 2 niggas from his block to look out for us. So we go on Snapchat. June see that the niggas in Mr. Child's. So me, him, Pretty, and the 2 niggas that he got from his block, we shoot to the nigga crib in the Bronx. He lives somewhere in East Tremont. So when we get to the nigga apartment, we realize his front door is made out of wood. His front door is the kind of door that you would have in your apartment to your room. So we go to the hardware store and we buy a crowbar. We come back to the apartment. Now, as we trying to pray the door open, somebody that lived upstairs had came downstairs to see what was going on. But we told him we was there to fix the door. So he went back upstairs. So mind you, the 2 little niggas that's supposed to be looking out, they outside while me, June, and Pretty is in the apartment. So one of them come in the apartment and tell us the dudes that we seen on Snapchat is on their way to the apartment. So we all run. June jumped in the driver's side of the car and he started taking off. But this nigga go down the wrong way. So as he going down that wrong way, it's a little block, and we can still see the building and the entrance to the building. The dudes that was coming wasn't the dudes that was supposed to be going to this apartment. Mind you, these niggas was still in Mr. Child's when we went back on Snap. These niggas started panicking and thought the wrong people was the people that's supposed to be in the apartment. So we wound up leaving with 3 pounds, 1,500, and there was some work on the table next to some capsules. So I thought it originally was Molly. So when we get back, the 2 niggas that was with June, we had him test it to see what it was, because it was next to capsules. But come to find out, the shit was crack. So the nigga wound up eating crack thinking it was Molly. But me, June, and Pretty, we all got a pound, and we got like 1,500 and some jewelry out the nigga crib. So a couple weeks later, June called me. He tell me that the Spanish dude that he had with us that was looking out, he got a line that a nigga got 10,000 in his crib. And the nigga that was lining it up, he had a fallout with him. That was his man. So he calling June to call me and my son Pretty. So me and Pretty, we go to 19th to meet June so the little nigga could give us a rundown. He telling us that that's his man. His man sell coke, but his man violated and he trying to get the nigga robbed. So me, Pretty, and June, we drive to Washington Heights where the nigga live at. So as we drive into the Heights, the nigga tell us the dude name and his girl name, his baby mother lived with him, and his mom's also lived there. So when we go up the stairs, the dude lived on the 5th floor. So when I knock on the door, he come to the door. So I ask for his baby mother. He tell us that she don't live there. So I tell him I gotta deliver something and I can't leave until she sign it. But he consistent and he tell me that she don't live there. So me, June, and Pretty, we go to the lobby. While we in the lobby, we break open the dude mailbox and we see a Medicaid card in there and some medical bills for his mother with her real name on it. So now we go back upstairs. 5 minutes later, we knock on the door and I tell him I got some medical bills for his mother and I need him to sign. So he like, yo, you just up here and you just asked for a different person. I'm like, yo, I made a mistake. I got it right here. I put the letter to the peephole so he could see the name. So I hear him call his mother to the door, but he still got the door closed. So mind you, when you come up the stairs, soon as you get on the landing, that's his door. Pretty and June is lined up on the side of the staircase. They on the staircase lined up on the wall. So they waiting for me to give them the signal to run up. So the dude can't see them because he looking out the peephole. So he only see me in front of the door. So now when he opened the door, he's standing behind his mother. He got a hoodie on and he got his hand in his pocket. So the lady is asking me, what do she have to sign? I don't got nothing for this lady to sign. I just got the medical shit that I had got out the mail. I don't got no pen. I don't got nothing. So I'm trying to get Pretty and them attention with my eyes and tell them to rush the door. So when they finally get my eye contact and they see what I'm trying to tell them, they rush the door. Pretty is first. Pretty go kick the door open. The dude back out a kitchen knife, stabbed Pretty in the arm. So Pretty moved out the way. Now son coming towards me. So he swinging wild. I grab his wrist and I twist it back. He dropped the knife. June and Pretty run inside the apartment. When they run inside the apartment, I run in behind them. But then I realized the Spanish nigga that just had the knife, he ran down the stairs. He leave his mother, his baby mother, and the baby in the apartment, and he run down the stairs. So I start running down the stairs behind him. Mind you, it's wintertime, it's January. It was just a big snowstorm the day before. So after a couple of seconds of chasing him outside, I realized that I was bugging. I turn around and go back towards the building. So when I get towards the building, June and Pretty is running out the building. So we run to the car. So when we jump in the car, I asked them niggas, did they get the safe? They said the safe was too heavy for them to carry, and Pretty was bleeding everywhere because he had got stabbed in his bicep. So I get on the FDR and I take Pretty to the hospital. I tell him, we not going in with you. I'm going to drop you off in front of the hospital and I'm going to keep it going because I got mad blood in my car. We just committed a crime. I'm not about to be here when the cops get here and start questioning you. So me and June, we drove to Forster. I went and got some awesome spray and some disinfectant to clean the car. I had to get all the blood out the car. So a couple hours later, Pretty called me. He tell me to come pick him up from Harlem Hospital. So I tell him to meet me on 34th and Lenox. I'm not coming directly in front of the hospital. So I go pick him up. He tell me that some cops came and questioned him, and they asked him, was he in Washington Heights? Because it was a home invasion, and somebody got stabbed, and there's a whole bunch of blood in a person's apartment and in a person's hallway. So Pretty wound up telling him that he got robbed for his jacket, and he got stabbed in the process. So it's a different day. I'm in my house. I got a female friend in my house. We in the bed. Like 5 in the morning, I hear a knock at the door. It's parole. They come to my crib like 10 deep. They told me they need to search my apartment and search my car. So when they come and search my apartment, they wound up finding the crack that I had took out the other dude's apartment. Remember the shit I thought was Molly? It had capsules next to it. They wound up finding this in my apartment, and I get arrested for it. So when I get arrested, this when I found out that it was crack. So now I'm locked up doing a parole violation. Pretty come visit me. Pretty was bringing me the bag while I was locked up. So he come visit me, and he tell me that parole had called them. Mind you, Pretty just did 20 years for killing police. So he ain't had to report the parole but one time every 6 months. So it wasn't his time to report, but his parole officer had called him and told him that she needed to speak to him. So mind you, I'm in jail. 90 days had went by from this incident. So I'm telling Pretty, if it's not your time to report, that's not a good sign. Maybe your DNA had came back and the guy's going to be waiting for you when you get down there. So Pretty wound up going to parole. The detectives was down there waiting for him. Pretty wound up getting arrested for that robbery. So they was offering Pretty 20 flat. He wound up not taking it. He went to trial and got 25 to life. So when I came home off that violation, June came to pick me up from Rikers Island. So he like, tomorrow I'm going to come get you. I want to show you something. So the next day, he come pick me up. So we riding around. He stopping at ATMs and putting newspaper in there that's cut up in the size of dollar bills. So when he do that, he jam the machine. He come back to the car. He call whoever that he's calling on the phone, and he tell him he putting a certain amount of bills in a machine, and that it kept his money and it spit out a receipt. So after him being on the phone for like 10 minutes, the lady called him back and tell him that the money is there and he could go withdraw it. So he like, yo, fuck with me with this scamming shit. I got the wave. I don't knock nobody hustle. I'm not a scammer. I'm not a drug dealer. I do what I do, and that's my job. However you get your money, that's how you get your money. No matter how you making it. A hustle is a hustle. I just don't got time to be on the block hustling for 8 hours when I could let you do it for 8 hours and I could come take everything in a couple of minutes. Same thing with scamming. All like going on the road, going out of town, doing all this extra shit. I'll let them do all of that. Once they finish making the money, I'll come take it.